What's up, world? It is your boy Red Ant coming at you live from the Red Ant Zone. All right, today we're going to review, as promised, some Lucha Underground. All right, so we're going to be reviewing Lucha Underground from what is it, July 22nd, 2015. All right, so this is going to be Lucha Season 1, Episode 37, Penultima Lucha, so second to last Lucha or something like that. All right, so what we're gonna do. And before we get right into it, welcome to the Red Ant Zone. This is officially the second show we're gonna be doing from the Red Ant Zone live studio. So basically, what I'm gonna do, I am Red Ant. I'm your host. We will be going through different wrestling programs, football programs, shows, live talk shows, things like that on this very channel here. But today we're going to be doing the Lucha Underground review. That's usually the ones that I like to do the best, only because Lucha Underground is really hot for me. So we're going to do that right now. And the way this show is going to go, guys, I have some notes set up. I have the show going on in the background here, and I'm just kind of going to talk through a couple things that I see. I may jump into the match, try to call it for you. So that's kind of how this show will go. And then we can open up the Q&A as well as we go through these sections, or I'm sorry, through these different shows. So to start off today, we have Dario with Big Rick in the office. The story there was kind of a lot of comments with the going back and forth with the eye, blinded by the money from Daviri. We're not seeing eye to eye. And then as Dario talks about the ancient medallions, he says at number 7, he's going to offer it to Rick, Big Rick. And he asks him, do you want the power or do you want the money? Because he had originally paid him off $100,000 in like episode 2 or something. Big Rick responds, why would he choose when he can have them both? And then as he's walking out, his comment back to Dario is, I'm glad that we can see eye to eye. So again, a play on the eye. Big Rick's got the iPad, so that's what's going on with that. Yeah. All right. So out of that first segment, nothing really stood out except that in this episode there was a lot of talking, which it wasn't too bad actually because they were setting up some different matches and things like that, and they were kind of helping us understand a couple different rules to we'll get into that in a little bit, but a couple of different rules for the tournament or whatever match that they're introducing here. All right, so what I have going on over here, I'm actually at the 17-minute mark, 18-minute mark coming back from that first commercial. So let me just catch up to that. It's going to be the second segment, and that second segment right now, actually, we're kind of on it. It's Dario and Hernandez in the office scene. All right. He's telling him, and one side note here, Dario's like he's offering him a drink. He says no to the liquor. He offers him a beer. He kind of says no. He puts it on the desk, and then Hernandez puts it on Dario's desk, and Dario kind of takes it off his desk, kind of gives it to him, and brushes off his desk like, "Yo, keep my desk clean, bro. I don't know who you think you are." So I thought that was a cool little side note there. Just the details with Dario. It's those little things that really make him stand out as a heel. And I really like his character. He's really got it dialed in. All right, so he talks about Ultima Lucha starting next week. It's going to be Hernandez versus Drago, in a Believers Backlash match. So the way he explained it is that the Believers would be the fans, and they are going to get a leather strap, leather belt, and then they're going to be outside the ring almost like lumberjacks. And then as they go outside the ring, like they get to get whipped or beat by the Believers back into the ring. So the fans will be outside, and Hernandez says if anyone hits him with that leather strap, he's going to paint the canvas red with their blood. So Hernandez, I guess, is not a big fan of getting hit by the belt. So, and then at this last scene, you got Dario snapping his belt, and Hernandez opening up his Miller Lite, no less. His Miller Lite in a can. Not a big drinker, so I couldn't tell you, but I don't know about Miller Lite in a can. So swig of water for the working man. And if you're new to the show, yeah, you'll catch me with a bunch of swig of waters. Um, I don't know. I like my water, man. I can drink. All right. The second match here, and we have it going on here as well. And if you guys, I don't know, this is a quick one actually. Quick match with Mac winning with a roll through. Uh, and this is the second match between the Mac and they call him Cage. I'm a machine. All right, so Cage got a haircut this week, so good for him. Uh, he looks a little bit cleaner there, a little bit shorter. I need to get a cut too. Look at this, looking all jagged over here. All right, so we got Cage and the Mac going at it. Two big trucks in the middle of the ring. The note that I took here, it's a quick match with Mac winning with the roll through because he throws him to Cage throws him to the corner, hits him with the lariat. Uh, the Mac is selling it really well. He's just choking him out. So, well, he took it to the throat. He's back into the corner. Cage throwing him now into another corner. He kind of sidesteps over him. The Mac, that is, jumps over him and reverse rolls him through, rolls him up into a pin. And that was your match there. The notes here is the fight's going to continue outside the ring and to the top of the stairs. Pretty much what they're going to introduce here is Dario's going to introduce the false count anywhere, but it sounded like he was going to do a hardcore match as well because he was saying he'll have all these things outside the ring, like a weapon or whatever. So that looks like that's going to be going down. So they'll be able to hit each other with items because they're throwing each other into the barriers now, to the rails, hitting all the hired help, all the stooges, all the roadies, I guess. And then here goes Cage trying to throw, and then trying to throw Mac into the table. Mac throws Cage into the announcer table, and then Mac is just kind of looking at everybody. And he just hits Cage in the ribs again. And this is where they go up to the stairs. Dario comes out, announces the hardcore match with the two. And Ultima Lucha starts next week as violently as possible. So that's what's going on there. They're at the top of the stairs. So we're going to jump ahead here. At the end of that, Dario says he's going to reveal what the medallions do. All right, so we're going to jump into segment 3 here. All right, so we're going to jump into segment 3. And if you're following along, we're on the DirecTV feed here today. It's going to be the El Rey feed and probably the 27-minute mark, I want to say. Call it. Come on. All right, so at the 29-minute mark, call it, we got Dario Cueto in the ring, and he's holding one of his little Crown Royal bags with the medallion in it. Dario's in the ring. He reveals the Gift of the Gods title belt championship. The Gift of the Gods championship allows the wrestlers with the medallion that they won to actually insert it into the title. And then let me just kind of go through it. Whoever holds this title has a chance at the championship. It is a unique belt and will not be cashed in, which is kind of funny how he said cash in, because he kind of made fun of, like, you can't just cash it in. You got to go through me because I got to promote it for a week. And that's funny because he's a heel promoter. And he's like, nah, bro, you can't just cash it in. I need to know about it because I got to make money off of it because I got to promote it. So good for you, Dario, for making it known. And then shout out to him for doing that whole this will not be a cash in. You cannot cash it in. Uh, all right. So if you wait too long though to cash it in, you may have to defend it. So that's the other stipulation on it. You gotta, either cash it in, use it or lose it, or we're gonna challenge you for it. So that's a great way of doing that. Uh, once it's defended, all the medallions will be redistributed. So it looks like it'd be like another tournament for the medallions, or Dario Cueto just giving a medallion away, as he's been known to do. All right. So then he announces that the first owner will be determined by a seven-way lucha at Ultima Lucha, and that's going to consist of Sexy Star, Big Rick, Bengala, Jack Evans, Aerostar, and King Cuerno, as he revealed to that point. Spoiler alert: the seventh person is going to be Phoenix here. We'll find that out at the end. Uh, yeah. So moving on, uh, in the ring, which, like I said, there's a lot of introducing and promoting today as opposed to matches. So I got segment 4. All the competitors are in the ring, but that's going to be for the 7th medallion. So what's happening here is, because Mil Muertes put Phoenix out of commission and he had won a medallion, Dario's saying, he's not here, he can't put it into this title, so I'm gonna have to redistribute it. His medallion. He puts up the medallion for grabs, and then he introduces all the people who are gonna do it. And Phoenix comes out, and he's gonna be in the match for the medallion that he had just won. So that's funny. He just won it, but because he wasn't able to put it into it personally, he has to jump into this 7-way battle royale tonight to see if he can get his medallion. All right. So here is who we have in the ring. Wait, let me jump ahead here. Yeah, he puts up number 7. That was Phoenix's up to grab the battle royale. So the last two competitors left in the ring will then have to fight it out in a pin or submission. So with a battle royale, you just toss them over the ropes. The last two there will have to win by pin or submission. So a nice little stipulation there. Phoenix comes out and Dario asks him to enter the match. All right, so segment 4, all the competitors are in the ring. And Dario's still talking over here at the 34-minute mark. So let's just fast forward him. Because we've got Phoenix coming out. And yeah, so we're going to jump ahead to segment 4 here in a minute. 37-minute, 38, call it a 39-minute mark here in a second. Let's see. Oh, come on. All right, so the 39-minute mark is where we're going to jump in here. All the competitors are in the ring. You got Marty the Moth, Phoenix, Mascarita Sagrada, Superfly, Killshot, Famous B, Daviri, Ricky Mandel, Argenis, and then dude in the blue shirt, I didn't catch his name, nor do I care at this very juncture. Yeah, dude in the blue onesie there. I don't remember him. But we have Marty the Moth with his Aztec Pride shirt. That's annoying. All right, so the couple notes I have here are Striker calls the pedigree in the middle of the ring there that Famous B does. And hello, Famous B sighting. Check that. Famous B sighting calls that in the middle, and he says, as it works every Monday night. So he says the pedigree, just like it works every Monday night. Another WWE reference there. And then shortly after that, he referenced a color scheme when he did the leg drop, referring to Hulk Hogan. So not quite the Hulk Hogan color scheme is what he said, but he got the leg drop down. So 2 WWE references there by Matt Striker. Y'all know he's good for that. All right, so jump ahead here. Good action in the ring. Yeah, I could call it for you, I guess. We got there's that famous B and Adhenis. Adhenis just gets eliminated. Yep, got thrown over the top rope and kicked to the face. We got random dude in blue. I can't. I don't know who that is. Nor do I care. Kill shot in the middle. We got Superfly still. Marty. Uh, Kind of looks like Bill Des Moines, I guess, from back in the day. Anyway, the notes I took here: 6 suicide dive by Phoenix here at the end. So look out for that. However, they did mess up the finish with Phoenix tries to do a tilt-a-whirl onto Marty the Moth, and Marty didn't quite get it, or somebody messed up there because Marty was trying to fit his head between Phoenix's legs as he was in that weird move, and then he kind of brought that down into a pin. So kind of a funky finish there. Whatever. I'm not gonna complain. It is what it is. Phoenix adds his medallions to the gift of the God's belt at the top of the stairs while Dario looks on. That's the end of the match there. So not too bad. Um, Moving on. I'm gonna fast forward this thing. I know it ends at the 45-minute mark. I want to say with the faulty finish. And side note here, they talked about Phoenix and he's wearing his Pro Combat kind of compression shirt today. I haven't seen him do that before, so I don't know if it was Vampiro or Matt Strike that was selling it as he's got some welts or something from the beatdown that Mil Muertes gave him. So whatever. I'm not sure why he's wearing it. Normally he doesn't wear that, so who knows? We'll see if that's some kind of new gimmick that he's doing. But at the end of the match, you got Phoenix, yep, to the top, and the 49-minute mark that was. So the last part of this, they are saying that Prince Puma is going to come out and talk to the masses about what's going down, since he is Boyle Heights' homegrown hero. All right, so coming into that segment, they are going to hype Ultima Lucha, which is on August 5th. Looking forward to that. It is going to be 2 hours, and it did announce the card. So the card looks pretty legit. You have Prince Puma versus Mil Muertes for the championship. You have Drago versus Hernandez in a Believers Backlash match where somebody's going to get whooped. You have the Mac versus the Cage, or Mac versus Cage, for the third time in as many weeks, it seems. And with those quick matches, the first one I think was a schoolboy finish. The second one was that finish from today, a little roll up, and then who knows what's going to be on Ultima Lucha. You have Alberto El Patron versus Johnny Mundo, which they were calling him Johnny Zero today. Not sure if you guys caught that. I didn't get the reference. Somebody chime in. Let me know what that's all about. You have the Gift of the Gods 7-way with all the competitors we named earlier. We have Tejano versus Blue Demon Jr. for a pride match, I guess, for their family. You got the Trios champs, Ivelis, Son of Havoc, and Angelico versus the Disciples of Death. And then you have Vampiro versus Pentagon Jr. So that's the card that they've announced for August 5th, Ultima Lucha, the 2-hour show, which is going to be awesome. However, they're going to start it early next week, so look out for that. The last part is we're saying, the last segment here is where Prince Puma is going to get a mic. And if you guys don't know, spoiler alert here, Prince Puma is Ricochet from New Japan Wrestling. Most people watching this, I imagine, would know that, but just for fun, just realize who he is. That's where he has a talking piece as Conan, because I'm not sure he really knows Spanish. I doubt it. It is Ricochet from New Japan. So he did get a mic, and I was wondering how they're going to pull this off because he wasn't going to speak in Spanish. So Prince Puma's in the ring and getting ready to speak, and Mil Muertes music hits right before he says anything, which is awesome. Side note here, Prince Puma is wearing a black and red mask with a hoodie, which I haven't seen him do that before. Everybody was kind of casual today. It was very, very interesting. Like even the seven competitors for the medallions were very casual. The guys, at least. Sexy Star was still kind of regular. Um, but Prince Puma was in the ring wearing his black mask and hoodie. Mil Muertes is wearing a blue suit at the top of the stairs, and he comes out with Katrina. As they start coming down the stairs, Katrina raises her hand with the stone of justice, um, and then the disciples of death start attacking Prince Puma. Prince Puma he gets beat down, but he has a nice rally in there. Really nice moves. Look out for a pop-up bicycle kick. I think the NXT universe they call it the Pele kick, but it's just a bicycle kick in soccer. He has a nice over the top rope torpedo spin or spinning torpedo, and then Mil Muertes finally jumps down the ring and jumps into the ring. They start to brawl. Mil Muertes is knocked out by a kick, and Prince Puma hits the 450 on Mil Muertes. So, sign of things to come on the finale on August 5th. So besides that, I believe that concludes the Lucha Underground review for today, July 22nd. Episode 37, Season 1. Pretty good as usual. Lucha Underground delivers. And like I said, guys, this is the pilot episode. This is going to be, my goal is to have this ongoing Wednesdays, Thursdays at the latest, trying to get the review done. And as you guys let me know, I'll try to get people in on the hangout like I told you guys. But I want to make sure I can get the Lucha Underground back up and running. I know it's almost over. So what I'll do, I'll just shift gears and start reviewing the NXT until Lucha Underground gets picked back up. Supposedly they can start taping back in October or up in October. And that depends because they got a deal from El Rey, but they haven't signed a deal. So the deal's on the table, but it's not what they're looking for because the production cost for these shows is astronomical. I heard it was at least 400,000 an episode. So from the sounds of it, they're not making any money. And Robert Rodriguez got money, Mark Burnett got money, but 400,000 an episode, that adds up real quick, So not sure that that's something that that's holding them back, but we're hoping that season 2 comes back. And a lot of people are complaining on different podcasts. They want to see less intergender fighting, and they want to see, some people don't like the vignettes. I like the vignettes. I like the style, I like the setup of everything. The intergender matches, I guess it's just. I mean, here's my thought on that. It's that if you're watching the Avengers and the Black Widow's on there and she's fighting dudes, she's fighting chicks, are we complaining that she's fighting dudes? Nobody is. Are we complaining that Catwoman is fighting guys when she's out there fighting? She's out there getting into it with Batman. So it is what it is. It's all fantasy. It's nothing about domestic violence or anything like that. But whatever. That's just a little side tangent there on what people are complaining about and what they want to see for season 2, or at least not see on season 2. All right, guys. Well, tell me what you think. This has been a review for the Lucha Underground Penultima Lucha. I'm your boy Red Ant. If you guys want to hit me up at theredantzone@gmail.com. Hit me up on Twitter at redant26. And this is the YouTube channel, The Red Ant Zone. And as always, guys, thank you for coming out. Thanks for hanging out. And then leave your likes, comments, subscribe, and then we'll keep this thing nice and going. All right, have a great night.